It's alleged that the defendant made these false statements to two special agents from the FBI.
Welcome to Opinionated News, where the you is always for you. I'm your channel host, Miss Open, and I'm open in mind, heart, and spirit. So anytime I'm here, you are welcome. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Today's news is out of Inkster, Michigan, in regards to the London Thomas case. You all may remember London Thomas, the 17-year-old girl that disappeared in Inkster, Michigan. Let's go through the timeline of her disappearance and her being found. On April 5th, 2025, London Thomas went missing. Her sister dropped her off at her boyfriend's home, Charla Pendergrass. The last ping to her phone was on April 6, 2025, outside of a school in Westland, Michigan. The search for London Thomas would continue, and on April 17, 2025, the FBI raided the home of Charla Pendergrass that he shared with his mother, Charla Pendergrass. 9 days later, on April 26, 2025, the body of London Thomas was found in Southfield, Michigan. She was located inside of an SUV that had been parked for more than 2 weeks. On May 3, 2025, Charla Pendergrass was arrested. He was charged for giving a false report back in 2024. At his arraignment on May 4, 2025, he was given a $25,000 bond that he did post. As for his mother, Charla Pendergrass, she too was also arrested. Her charges was lying to a peace officer about the disappearance of London Thomas. On August 4th, 2025, Charla Pendergrass appeared in court. The prosecutor over the case requested that the charges be dismissed. Let's take a listen, courtesy of Fox 2 Detroit.
In this preliminary exam, because one of the witnesses was unavailable at that time, Mr. Johnson raised this issue of whether an agent of the Federal Bureau of Investigation was a peace officer under the statute. Since that time, I have done some research. I've consulted with other prosecutors in our office. It's alleged that the defendant made these false statements to two special agents from the FBI. I've communicated with them. Neither one of them were ever licensed as a police officer in the state of Michigan. There were no other law enforcement agents present when this interaction occurred. When you review the statute specifically under 750479C, parent 5, subsection B, they define what a peace officer is. A federal agent is not defined under that statute. There are some statutes that would permit a federal agent to be authorized to be a police officer, but however, the way the legislature wrote this statute, I don't believe that trying to proceed under that theory would survive a public review. So with that, Your Honor, I don't believe we're going to be able to proceed. I don't think we could establish the elements to crime at the preliminary exam, so therefore I'm moving to dismiss this case without prejudice.
Thank you. You're okay. The court does dismiss this matter, but it will be without prejudice. Charges are dismissed against you, and you're free to go.
Charla Pendergrass was able to walk out of the courthouse free of charge. Remember, the charges were dismissed without prejudice. If anything else does arise, she can be charged again. As of today, no one has been charged in connection to what happened to London Thomas. Hopefully, justice will be served. What are your thoughts? Be sure to leave them in the comments below. Thank you so much for tuning in to Opinionated News, where the you is always for you. Signing out of Detroit, I'm Miss Open. And remember, anytime I'm here, you are welcome. It would be greatly appreciated if you could like, comment, and share. And if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. You won't regret it. And remember to hit those push notification bells.
You can't make make this stuff up. Was a report from Detroit, better than reality TV. And anything you've ever seen deserves to be in the theaters on the big screen. Thank you for tuning in, Opinions on the big screen. Thank you for tuning in, Opinionated News to Opinionated News. I think you'll be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe, as the news will always be here. Because of you, my dreams will come true. Come true. Continue to tune in to Opinionated News. The hottest news on the streets. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. You can't make this stuff up. There's a report from Detroit, better than reality TV. And anything you've ever seen deserves to be in the theaters on the big screen. Thank you for tuning in, Opinions on the big screen. Thank you for tuning in, Opinionated News to Opinionated News. I think you'll be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe, as the news will always be here. Because of you, my dreams will come true.